Brian, you'll get your Deftones review next week. I never found time to listen to it this week, which means I'm going to talk about something else. I'm going to talk about that record, what I never listened to next week. Once I have listened to it, I will have time. I will find time. I promise. In the interim, we have to talk about something else. What am I going to talk about? Obvious thing would be to do about Thanksgiving, but I feel like I just did a holiday episode with the Halloween episode, so I'm not going to do a Thanksgiving episode. I'm thankful, suffice it to say. What am I going to talk about in the meantime? I want to take a minute and think about the economy. Black Friday is coming up. What the hell is the deal with Black Friday? Now, I know I could easily look this up, because I know that it comes from a place. Everything comes from a place. I know this in my heart of hearts. Black Friday started somewhere. But, that's not much of a podcast episode. Me going on Wikipedia, looking up, see when Black Friday started, and then telling you. It's also not really in line with the ideals of the show, wherein I know nothing about anything and proceed to display my ignorance and my foolishness for an extended period of time. I'm very good at that part. It leads me to wonder, therefore, where on earth Black Friday came from. Because, football and turkey and stuffing and green beans and having the day off and being surrounded by your family, I would think that these are soporifics. I think that they would dull the instinct. They would dull the keen edge of man and woman, and it leads me to think, well, obviously, the day after Thanksgiving is a day of quietude and satisfaction. Not so, my friends. Not so. I'm in a number of organizations, and one of the organizations I'm a part of has some official business that it needs to conduct, and one of our guys is one of our presidents are saying, why don't we do this over Thanksgiving? And I'm like, oh boy, because I'm not going to want to do it on Thanksgiving. I'm not going to be able to do it the day before Thanksgiving. And the day after Thanksgiving is Black Friday. So I'm going to propose we do it on Saturday. Because Lord knows I do not want to be out there on Black Friday. Because people go crazy on Black Friday. People are doing sales on Thanksgiving now. And it's like, what? This leaves me with multiple questions. One, how did it get so bad, this whole Black Friday business, that the best solution is to extend it a day earlier? How is that the best solution? And two, how does that work? Because clearly they wouldn't be doing it because it must be some sort of inconvenience. They wouldn't be doing it if it didn't make money. Enough money to justify that sort of trouble. So who's going out, food drunk, Thanksgiving night, after all the family's gone home, after all that goodwill has settled down? Who's going to go over there and beat some poor son of a gun up over a television? What is this country and why do I live here? Do I live here? How do I work this? It's let's delve into the American psyche this episode. Let's delve into that damn American psyche and see what we find, because oh boy, I am an American and it is Thanksgiving and I am looking forward to Black Friday and all of the deals are happening. How are these deals happening? It's Black Friday. It doesn't really matter why these deals happen on Black Friday. I know Thanksgiving is around the corner, but there are lots of days. Is it because everyone has today off so we know we could shop? I don't know. I could look this up, but I'm not going to. That's not how the American psyche works. The American psyche reacts to things. So the American psyche looks down and we say to ourselves, it's time that Black Friday is happening again. We go, more coupons are in my hometown newspaper Thanksgiving than any other day in the year because Black Friday is coming up. All that Christmas shopping we got to start doing. And it's got to happen on Black Friday because the sales are happening because the people come out. It's a self-reinforcing cycle. People spend money on Super Bowl commercials because Super Bowl commercials get a lot of viewership. This is partially because the Super Bowl is happening, but partially because people know that these commercials are expensive. They are expensively made. They are, it is thought, of expensive quality. And I know this, and I go and I watch the Super Bowl. I know this, and I go and I clip out these coupons for Black Friday because there's time. And I know there's going to be unpleasant. There will be lines. I know there will be lines and crowds and traffic will be bad and everyone will be stressed out. Things are going to run out of things. Maybe things are going to run out of things. And people are going to get stressed out about that. I am not a stressful person. I don't get stressed out about material things. But oh boy, other people stressed out around me is not a good time. And I know that, but that's okay because I'm going out there to buy shit. It's time. It's time for me to wade out there into the wide world. But wait. What's this? I can go out tonight? Tonight, Thanksgiving night? Tonight, Thanksgiving night, when the children are asleep, I can go out when everyone else should be asleep. Maybe everyone else will be asleep. Heaven knows. It doesn't matter if everyone else is seeing these advertisements. It doesn't matter if everyone else in the Tri-County area is clipping these coupons. It's time. Tonight is the time, and I'm going to go out there, and I'm going to get my Black Friday on. Oh, yeah. What? Because the stress will not diminish itself because you go back to Thursday, okay? The stress will not diminish itself. The stress will, if anything, be exacerbated by the fact that you're doing this on Thanksgiving. Is this not self-evident to anyone else? Am I the only one that thinks this might be the case? Because, if that's the case, then geez, I'll make my money there, but it's just such a weird thought process to me. It's such a weird thought process. And I can't wrap my head around it. I don't know if I want to wrap my head around it. Because I'm happy being out here on the outside. I'm going to say, ooh, that's a funny occurrence. I'll be able to read, when I get up in the morning, I'll be able to read my headlines on Saturday. And it's like, oh, Black Friday. A little bit of ruckus happened, but it was okay. How did it get to the point where that was okay? I don't know. I'm sort of waxing philosophical at this point. I'm sort of waxing philosophical while not really touching the hearts of the matter, our capitalist society and our materialistic culture. I just can't get my head around the fact that you could just go out on Thanksgiving evening when, a lot of people would rather be home with their families. But no, they got to man these kiosks. They got to man these kiosks and these registers so that the first wave can come. And then the day after, the second wave will come. But hey, that's where the money is. I guess that's where the money is. Next week, we will do that Deftones review. Week after next. So 3 weeks from now, we're going to do a review of the new Baths record. And in the interim, we're going to have a little turkey and we're going to have a good time. And we're going to stay indoors and stay cozy and not worry about the people on the outside. Have a nice Thanksgiving, everybody.